regulation, tourism, and the politics of global development. You can adjust the language according to your preference. Choose the program that suits your needs from the playlist. Customize the subtitle position on your laptop, and adjust the video speed with the slider to suit your needs and comfort. Let's grow together through your subscribe and like on this video. In the global arena, tourism development presents a strategic dilemma for policymakers. Governments must balance economic ambition with environmental preservation and social stability. Some leaders deliver passionate speeches, yet occasionally resort to political diatribes when tourism policies face criticism. Public debate must remain constructive rather than personal. Policy discussions must not digress into irrelevant ideological disputes. Instead, governments must maintain focus on economic sustainability. Tourism revenue may diminish during global crises, including pandemics, financial instability, or geopolitical tension. Governments must prepare contingency strategies to respond effectively. Tourism industries must responsibly dispose of waste and manage environmental impact. Poor waste management creates disproportionate harm to fragile ecosystems. Unregulated tourism can severely disrupt local communities and economic balance. Mismanagement may also distort market competition. Tourism policy must fairly distribute economic opportunity among local stakeholders. Governments may need to divert funding toward emergency support when tourism markets collapse. Tourism remains a highly dynamic industry that constantly adapts to consumer preferences and technological innovation. Effective tourism governance can significantly ease economic inequality and promote inclusive growth. Policy implementation must be efficient, transparent, and accountable. Many countries compete to attract elite international travelers. Yet governments must ensure tourism remains accessible to broader markets. Political leaders must communicate tourism policy in an eloquent and persuasive manner. Governments must emphasize sustainability and social inclusion in every tourism reform initiative. Tourism operators must endure economic fluctuations and unexpected crises. Regulatory improvements can enhance the international reputation of a tourism destination. Sustainable tourism represents the epitome of responsible economic planning. Governments must ensure tourism regulations are equivalent across regions to prevent unfair competition. Policymakers must avoid erroneous assumptions when planning tourism expansion. Accurate economic estimates and forecasting remain essential for tourism stability. Governments must not evade responsibility when tourism policies fail. Tourism performance must be continuously evaluated based on measurable outcomes and transparent evidence. Tourism markets continue to evolve, shaped by digital platforms and shifting consumer behavior. Nations that implement exemplary tourism policies often attract higher foreign investment. Governments must not exclude local communities from tourism planning processes. Some destinations promote exclusive tourism products targeting high-income markets. Tourism infrastructure must continue to expand responsibly. Governments require strong professional expertise to manage tourism development effectively. Without proper oversight, corporations may attempt to exploit local labor or natural resources. Transparent governance helps expose corruption and mismanagement. Tourism development often requires physical infrastructure extension, including airports and highways. Countries must carefully extract economic value without causing environmental damage. In certain cases, climate change may create conditions similar to regional famine, reducing tourism viability. Tourism strategies must remain economically feasible and environmentally sustainable. Governments must recognize that natural resources are finite, and policy must reflect this reality. Despite strong planning, tourism systems often contain structural flaws that weaken long-term sustainability. Governments must identify these weaknesses early to prevent systemic failure. Tourism income may fluctuate due to unpredictable global events, such as economic recessions, pandemics, or political instability. Policymakers must maintain a clear focus on long-term economic resilience, rather than short-term popularity. Tourism policy must operate within a stable institutional framework that ensures accountability. Tourism serves a critical economic function, providing employment, investment, and national income. Tourism represents a fundamental pillar of economic development in many countries. Economic inequality creates a significant gap between tourism regions. Poor communication often produces garbled policy outcomes that confuse stakeholders. Effective tourism governance can generate economic prosperity. Political leaders sometimes present overly grandiose tourism visions that ignore realistic limitations. Repetitive slogans often become hackneyed, losing public trust and credibility. Tourism policy must avoid haphazard planning that creates instability. Tourism workers often face harsh economic realities when tourism demand declines. Policymakers must avoid hasty decisions that create unintended damage. Tourism development may expose workers to hazardous working conditions without proper regulation. Government officials may hesitate to implement necessary reforms due to political risk. Tourism systems operate within a complex institutional hierarchy. Political corruption remains a major hindrance to tourism development. Without ethical leadership, tourism policies may become economically hollow, benefiting only elites. Communities often express horror when tourism destroys cultural identity. Local communities may become politically hostile if excluded from tourism decisions. Researchers may develop a new hypothesis about tourism's long-term sustainability. Tourism data from different countries may appear identical, yet economic realities differ significantly. Some communities remain economically illiterate, limiting participation in tourism markets. Governments must illustrate tourism benefits clearly to build public trust. Tourism has a significant economic impact on national stability. Poor tourism regulation can severely impair economic performance. Governments must properly implement tourism reform policies. Tourism policies often imply political priorities and national strategy. Governments must not impose excessive restrictions that discourage investment. Tourism provides economic incentives for regional development. Tourism demand continues to grow at an incessant pace. Tourism growth sometimes produces incidental environmental consequences. Tourism development may unintentionally incite social tension. Young entrepreneurs show a strong inclination toward tourism innovation. Some tourism officials remain incompetent, slowing national progress. Policy inconsistency creates inconsistent development outcomes. Tourism workers often display indefatigable effort despite challenges. Tourism remains an indisputable driver of economic growth. Weak policy enforcement leads to ineffective governance. Tourism expansion appears economically inevitable in a globalized world. Researchers may infer economic trends from tourism performance data. Tourism success may inflate national confidence. Tourism can strongly influence political stability. Governments must not inhibit tourism innovation. Tourism planning must begin with proper initial research.